guys, welcome to Khanvolution. My name's Khan, and right now I'm gonna be reacting to more RWBY! Woo! Sorry for you wearing earphones, but it's so exciting, goddammit! It's RWBY Volume 2, Chapter 8, titled Field Trip. Field trip, bro? Field trip to where? Are they gonna jump on like a magic school? I mean, aura-powered school bus, dude? I mean, come on. What? I'm not even gonna let my mind wander, because last two chapters have been awesome. Awesome, like romance is happening. Shit, awesome, like freaking dance is happening. All those alternate takes were so awesome. If you guys haven't checked out my reaction to the alternate takes, as well as the World of Remnant Kingdoms video, which actually gave us a lot more information on like the world itself and the 4 different kingdoms. You know, I'll leave the link in the description below so you guys can check that out, as well as I'll leave the link for the previous chapter 7 reaction as well, so you guys can check all that out before joining back with me on a chapter 8 field trip. And we got also, you know, we had like Cinder's infiltration thing. I totally forgot about that. Are we gonna get more information on what she actually did to the CCT tower? Okay, I'm not gonna talk no more. Let's go ahead and dive in 3, 2, 1, son. There we go.
There's a point where it tips, there's a point where it breaks, there's a point where it bends, and a point we just can't take anymore. There's a line that will cross and there's no return. There's a time and a place, no bridges left to burn anymore. Can't just wait with life to take until they think we're ready. Our enemies are gathering up, storm is blowing down. Now it's time to say goodbye.
Dude, man. Oh, what's gonna happen this freaking chapter, bro? Somebody get the mound, bro. Yes!
They were here. Ospin, they were here!
We are very
Okay.
much aware of that. Thank you, James.
Fantastic, you're aware. Now are we going to do something about it, or should we just stay the course and continue to ignore what's right in front of us?
Okay, so they know.
Come in.
Sorry it took so long. Someone accidentally hit all the buttons on the elevator on the way up here. It wasn't me.
Pretty sure it was her.
Thank you for coming, RWBY. How are you feeling?
Okay, I guess. I'd feel better if my bad guy catching record wasn't 0 for 3. Okay, so that's the tone we're going for. Got it.
Yep.
RWBY, I feel it's appropriate to let you know that I think what you did last night is exactly what being a huntress is all about. You recognized a threat, you took action, and you did the very best you could.
Thank you, sir.
Now, the General here has already informed us of the events that transpired last night.
Okay.
But now that you've rested, we were wondering if you had anything to add.
Yeah.
Was anyone else with her? Did she look familiar to you at all?
I don't know. She was wearing a mask, and she never said anything to me. But I know she fought with glass. I don't think that was her semblance, though. Her clothing lit up whenever she attacked.
Safe with the glass. That sounds like the woman I fought the night we met RWBY.
Embedding
Yes.
custom clothing is an age-old technique. It could have been anyone.
Wait. You think this girl's connected to Torchwick and the White Fang?
It's possible. But we still lack the required evidence to link the two together.
Actually, I think I remember her saying something about a hideout or something in the southeast, just outside the kingdom.
Wait, what?
Interesting.
I thought you said the intruder never...
Thank you for your cooperation, RWBY. Why don't you go and spend some time with your team? You have a big day ahead of you.
Anytime.
And Ms. Rose, please try and be discreet about this matter.
Yes, sir.
Southeast? Did I miss something last chapter?
What happened?
Well, there we have it. We send as many troops as we can to the southeast. Find out exactly what's going on and eradicate any forces that stand
Where
in
did
our
that
way.
even come
Why
from?
must your answer to everything involve a triumphant display of military bravado? You treat every situation like it's a contest of measuring...
Linda,
Was she about to say what I think she was about to say?
right.
Damn,
As much as
Glenda!
I too would love to end this situation once and for all, we must remember that this may go beyond Vale, beyond Beacon. And if this truly is part of some master plan for which we know not the final move, we mustn't be so bold, nor can we risk the spread of panic.
Right.
I have served you faithfully for years. But if you mean to tell me that your plan is to merely hold the defenses and wait...
It is not. You're a general, James. So tell me, when you prepare to go to war, which do you send in first? The flag bearer or the scouts?
That
Oh shit!
No. I think you handled it well.
I hope so.
I'm sure everything will be all right, Ruby.
But she mentioned the
Oh,
southeast.
I know what will cheer you up.
What is that? Where is that? Why
Doesn't know
is
yet.
that?
Dad sent it to us. I thought we could open it together.
Oh, mail from Dad! Awesome! Is it another weapon? It's a cylinder within a cylinder? What? It's a dog? Why?
He said a dog?
Yeah!
Mail?
In the freaking mail? It's
Oh,
a
he
big
does
ass
like this all
dog
the time.
crammed into the freaking
Your
cylinder!
dog.
Are you telling me
Of
that
course,
this
Blake would hate the
minky,
dog.
drooling mutt is going to live with us forever? Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Oh, that's so cute.
Please keep it away from my belongings.
Oh my god, look at her.
All
She's
Rooster
freaked
students,
out.
Please report to the amphitheater.
Well, we can't exactly leave him here while we're gone for a week.
How did he fit
Look,
in
there's a
there?
letter. Dear girls, I've got to leave the island for a few days, so I'm sending Zwei to you to take care of. Enclosed is all the food you should need. Love you both, Tai Yang.
Tai Yang, his dad's name.
What are you
What?
supposed to do with that?
Well, that settles it. Come on, girls. Zwei will be here when we get back.
Oh, I'll miss you so much. We're going to be best friends. I can't wait to see you again.
Blake doesn't even touch the ground while leaving. Why is this so cute with the dog?
Quiet. Quiet, please.
Oh my god, don't tell me. Did she take the dog
Professor
with
Osborne would
her?
like to share a few
In that
words before
freaking
we
bag?
begin.
Today we stand together, united. Mistral, Atlas, Vacuo,
Vacuo does not have like a
the four
Formal
kingdoms
uniforms.
of Remnant. On this day, nearly 80 years ago, the largest war in recorded history came to an end. It was a war of ignorance, of greed, and of oppression. A war that was about much more than where borders fell or who traded with whom, but about the very idea of individualism itself. We fought for countless reasons, one of which being the destruction of all forms of art and self-expression. And as you are well aware, that was something many could not stand for. As a result, those who opposed this tyranny began naming their children after one of the core aspects of art itself, color. It was their way
Oh!
to demonstrate that not only would they refuse to tolerate this oppression, but neither would the generations to come. And it was a trend that is held to this very day. We
That's why.
encourage individuality, expressionism, and unity. through
Red, white,
diversity.
black, and yellow.
As I have said, today we stand together, united. But this bond cannot exist without effort. Which is why
Dude.
today, while the rest of the world celebrates peace, huntsmen and huntresses will work to uphold it.
Damn, that's a good
As
line.
first-year students, you will be tasked with shadowing a professional huntsman or huntress on a mission. Some of you may be taken out of the kingdom for several days.
Whoa.
Others may work within the walls for
Oh,
the rest
field
of the
trip,
mission.
that's why. Escort.
But no matter which
escape.
path you choose, remember to be safe, remember your training, and remember to do your very best.
Dude!
This is perfect. All we have to do is shadow a huntsman working in the southeast.
Yeah, we'll follow them around my day and give them the slip at night.
Can you guys like mention in the comments? Did I miss something last few chapters? Like, what's up with the southeast?
Here we go. Quadrant 5 needs Grim cleared out.
Well, it's in the southeast.
Sounds perfect.
Quadrant 5. RWBY! What?
Wonderful.
Oh, it's only
Any
for
other
like
ideas?
We mail ourselves
upperclassmen?
there.
Well,
we
that's
mail
one
ourselves
option.
there.
Unfortunately, we determined that the concentration of Grimm was too extreme for first-year students. It seems that particular region is rather popular. In fact, I have the sneaking suspicion that the four of you will make your way there no matter which job you choose.
Yep.
Whatever makes you say that?
They're fearsome,
Curious as to how
fearless
you
leader,
all
of
found
course.
yourselves at the docks last semester. I'm interested to know how you really learned about a hideout in the southeast.
Oh,
And I certainly
okay.
wonder why witnesses reported seeing robots and rose petals in a dance club some time ago.
Oh yeah, that happened too.
Well,
I doubt I'll ever find the exact answers I'm looking for.
Damn.
So, how about this? Instead of waiting for you all to break the rules, why don't we just bend them?
Oh my god, dude, he's like so Dumbledore.
we won't let you down.
Let's
Thank
his
you, Professor.
favorite
Do
students
not thank me for this.
get away with
Teamwork and persistence have carried you far, but you must understand, the things that await you beyond the protection of the kingdom will not care. Stay close to your huntsman at all times, and do exactly as he says. He will be leading you on this mission, and he can have you sent back to Beacon if he finds your skills to be unsatisfactory.
stuff. Damn, who's gonna be their huntsman, dude?
Good luck.
Dude, who's gonna be their
That
huntsman?
wasn't exactly uplifting.
Holy
There's the
shit!
truth.
It's gonna be tough, but I know we can do it.
Hey, Team Coffee is back.
Team, did he say coffee? Oh, new characters.
Velvet? Are you okay?
Oh, wait.
I'm fine. I had Yatsuhashi to look out for me.
Velvet.
Your mission was supposed to end a week ago. What happened?
Nothing happened. It was just... There were just so many.
Dude, her shoulder
Oh, but
guard
don't
looks
worry.
tight.
You first years are just shadowing huntsmen, so you should be fine.
Right.
I should go.
Oh, so she's not a
Be safe,
first year.
okay?
We can do this. We've never backed down before, and we're not going to start now.
Yes.
Right.
Besides, it won't only be us out there. We'll be fighting alongside a genuine huntsman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why, hello, girls! Who's ready to fight for their lives?
Yo, it's Ooblik. It's Ooblik. It's Professor Ooblik. Ah! Oh my god, they got him, dude. That's so freaking tight. Oh, we're gonna see freaking Ooblik in action, dude. Is he gonna fight? What's his weapon like, bro? Ah, what's his semblance, bro? Ah! Dude. Oh, it's Velvet's artwork. Damn. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, Velvet's like shoulder guards are tight as hell. Well, that's it for the episode. Okay, I gotta rewatch this a few times and then I'll come back with the discussion shortly after, alright? See you then. Celebrate against the moon, bro! Yes! Hey guys, welcome back to the discussion portion for RWBY Volume 2, Chapter 8, titled Field Trip. I guess this, I guess my initial assumption of us actually going on a field trip this chapter was wrong. I guess this is the prelude to actually jumping on the field trip with none other than Professor Ooblik. God damn it! Oh man, I cannot wait to see him in action, dude. And I think this will be the first. No. This wasn't the first time that we'll see a professor in action, because we actually saw Glenda in action in the first episode, dude. And this is the second professor, dude. I know he's gonna be a badass. You cannot be a professor at Beacon Academy unless you a badass huntsman, dude. And they're shadowing him. They're shadowing him as they go to the southeast. It's a search and destroy mission, but it's like a mission class 5, I believe, and that's why they couldn't initially sign up for it, because they're like first year students, or yeah, this is first year. They're in their second semester, as was so wonderfully indicated in the chapter, volume 2, chapter 1, food fight chapter. You know what I'm saying? Now that all being said, I guess like, and then we also see the other teams, team members getting ready, and a lot of upperclassmen returning back from their mission, like Team Coffee with Velvet in it, and it's like, Velvet's so cool. And the rest of the members of Team Coffee or Coffee, I'm assuming there has to be a V in there because it's Velvet, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, I guess, I'm not sure. But you guys can tell me in the comments, or maybe not, if it's too much of a spoilery thing. And I think she mentioned to the big guy, the yellow, I mean not the yellow, excuse, the green guy with the sword, sword in his back, like he's Atsuhashi or something like that. A very Japanese type of name, so that's pretty cool too. So let's go back all the way in the beginning with the beginning of this chapter. The chapter actually started off with General Ironwood, Professor Glinda Goodwitch, and Headmaster Ozpin bringing RWBY in to actually ask her questions about what actually happened in the last chapter when Cinder infiltrated. Of course, RWBY was able to, bring out the idea that she was using dust and glass, but that wasn't her semblance. And then Glinda was obviously able to recognize it based on her battle experience and being able to recognize different opponents, auras versus semblances versus dust. She was able to determine, or at least get a theory as to like it might be the same girl that she fought in chapter 1, which it was Cinder who she fought against. So that was a really good deduction on her behalf. But Ozpin obviously says that we need more information before we can actually come to a conclusion. And then RWBY actually initially says that she had never mentioned or said anything to me, and then quickly turns around and mentions the information about the southeast, but a hideout being in the southeast, which I believe was the information she possibly might have acquired in the end of like volume 1 chapter 16, because I guess that's what the stuff with Torchwick and the White Fang was going on about. I went and revisited the chapter, but I didn't find anything regarding like any information about the southeast. But you guys can tell me in the comments if this was something that was actually explained, because I just it totally like went over my head this chapter. But that all being said, RWBY just dropped it in, and Ozpin clearly understood where the hint was coming from, and just went along with it, even though Glinda was like, but you said, she didn't say anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, after she leaves, Glinda, Ironwood, and Ozpin have that, professor's only conversation all about, what to do, what the next step is. Ironwood's like, I followed you all this time, and you're saying that we should do nothing, and Ozpin's like, hell no, I didn't say shit about doing nothing. Here, this shit is chess, not checkers, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, who do you send in first? Do you send the big pieces first, or do you send them the scouts? Do you send the scouts? Well, I guess this is what he's like masking these field trips as, these missions as. He's sending students out to gather information, and of course they're supervised by huntsmen, because maybe the huntsmen know what the real deal is, what the real purpose and the mission is, that they need to find out information. At the same time, you're training young huntsmen and huntresses at the same time. So 2 birds with 1 stone, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? And let's get to my favorite part of this episode, bruh, which is Team RWBY gets a freaking cylindrical container mail from Tai Yang, RWBY and Yang's father. And I thought it was like a cylinder within a cylinder, which would have been a funny joke, but it freaking popped up into a freaking dog, dude. Dude, what is up with the containers? Was it imbued with dust, or was this done as like just like a comedic kind of thing? They mentioned the dog's name as Zwei, and he's like so cute. And Weiss is like, why do we have a dog? We can't take care of this. Oh, he's so cute. Like said, like a sudden transformation. It's so cute how like Blake Kant is like scared of Zwei, because like she has like cat-like qualities, and she does like when they leave, she doesn't even land on the ground, dude. Like, how did he fit all that canned food? I'm not even gonna think about it or worry about it. I feel like it's just one of those things that just like is in anime and stuff like that, just for fun. But oh man, that definitely surprised me. How the hell did you fit a freaking dog and all his cat food for like months and months? And he just sent the dog over because he's going off to like an island or something. I guess he has a mission or something like that, a Tai Yang. But that's hilarious, man. Kind of gives you an idea of what RWBY and Yang's relationship with their father is. That actually continues on to Ozpin's amazing speech right prior to sending these students out onto their various missions. And we got so much information, but I feel like we got as much information as we didn't as well. And the reason for that is Ozpin explains that 80 years ago there was the Great War that took place, and we actually got mention of the Great War previously as well from Weiss when she was visiting the CCT Tower and explaining like the CCT Tower was set up after the Great War. So I guess the CCT Towers are still fairly new constructions if you're looking at like if you're measuring out history in general terms, because it happened less than 100 years ago. So after the Great War, and the Great War was actually about individuality, was fought over individuality and self-expression and art, as Ozpin goes over. And since these like values and tenets were like actually attacked after the war was over, it was so important for these individuals who survived the war, who were victorious in the war, to promote those qualities in day-to-day lives going forward and into the future. Why they started naming a lot of their children after colors, which is like, you know, like emerald, mercury, you know, red, white, black, and yellow, all based off on that. And that makes so much sense to me now. Like the world building is insane. It's like if you look at history and like concepts of genocide and religious persecution and purging, if you want to get rid of the memory of a nation or of a people or a culture or a religion, you attack their books, their libraries, their information, their scholars. And I don't know much about what the Great War was about, but I'm assuming that's the way it went. You know, a lot of individuals, at least the losing faction, were targeting a lot of the art and self-expression, and of course the individuality, as Osman mentioned, in order to get rid of the nation's memory of individuality and self-expression, you know. Or that's actually a really good point of discussion. What do you guys think about this? I'm actually curious to know, because the idea of this Great War, because we don't know if it was between the kingdoms or did the kingdoms arise post the Great War, because he didn't really dive into that. Or were the kingdoms before, were the kingdoms themselves at war with one another over individuality and self-expression and the arts? And after the Great War, did they, like, you know, calm down and build the CCD towers to, like, you know, symbolize their peace and stuff like that? I don't know. What do you guys think? Without spoiling too much, if they have like more lore information in the future, which I hope they will, and I know they will. So did I get the main gist of it, or am I far off, you know? And that all being said, of course, you know, Ozpin Dumbledore comes in and, you know, shows favoritism to his favorite students by letting them go along. He's like, hey, your fearless team leader is obviously gonna break the rules anyway. Let's just start off with breaking the rules, so you guys don't have an opportunity to do the wrong thing, you know. And of course he sends them off with what I'm assuming is quite a capable huntsman, Dr. Ooblik himself. And so that was a very funny thing. I'm very excited to get into this next volume, guys. I'm very excited to see this cute little puppy dog. Some of you guys actually mentioned in the comments that one of your favorite characters get introduced in this episode. So is that the dog? Is the dog the main character you guys are talking about, or is it members of Team Kavi with Velvet in it? Maybe that was that, but I'm not sure. But I would assume you guys were talking about Zwei. So with that all being said, love this chapter. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below. If I missed anything or forgot to mention something, or if I didn't notice something in the initial reaction or in this discussion, please do let me know. This was a wonderful chapter, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching it with me, and I'll see you guys later in the next chapter reaction. All right, until then, have a wonderful day and bye. Thanks again for watching, and if you enjoyed this reaction, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you later.